Hello my Lohians, welcome back to another fabulous Saturday, which I'm bringing you a speed build, given to by one of my friends. They sent me a pictures, and I chose one of them, and I really like this idea. I don't like how it turned out, and also, as I was taking screenshots, I realized things I did not add that I would normally add in a build, such as a full kitchen, which is weird for me. I normally had, like, a lot of, like, extra things to make it more homier. Homier in America, by the way, means friendly and, relaxing and inviting. Not certain things like in different countries. Just making sure you understand that. But also, like, I was trying to make it, I don't know. I was just trying to make it better. Okay? The house. And in that, I was having a hard time decorating it. I've had a very rough week, in which we're going to probably very briefly talk about crappy friends in a minute. Just because I need a rant. And I figured if I can rant to you guys, it's going to be good. And we have 10 minutes, and so I was like, sure, why not? But I do have to address a few small, minor things about my channel real quick before we do that. But yeah. So the build, it's kind of fun. There's no backyard. It's on a, like, 15 by 20 wad. Very, very small. One bedroom. Could be two. There's a study, that's why it says there could be two. And it's only really made for one sim, basically. I think it costs like $60,000 to make, and I don't have a title for it yet, and so, you know what the title is. I don't. We'll figure out what my mom sends me, because she's the one picking it this week, because I don't know. Also, this is my first speed build of a weekend. I will be making another one later on tonight after I finish the first renovation, in which I'm doing another one tomorrow, so we will see what next week's look like, because I'm going to my mom's next weekend, because I have community service hours I'm doing with her, for me to graduate high school with. So at this point, I want to talk about, some not so good things, because like I said, I've had a bad week, and I think that's why, in particular, the furnishing for this house really affected me. I want to talk about my highlights of the week, and also my negatives of the week, just for the moment. And I think a big highlight of the week is I got a bullet journal, and it's amazing, and I recommend to anybody who has a creative side to them, and they believe plannering is not working out for them, or they don't want to try plannering because they know plannering is just not going to be their forte. I recommend bullet journals all the way. It's really helped me get back in my creative juices, which is nice, and also it keeps me on my track. As you guys do know, I've been really missing days on YouTube, especially here lately, and Thursdays was because I didn't really have a video to go out, and Fridays is I'm still trying to get used to this whole not having a video planned, and so I have a whole section in my bullet journal where I'm planning Fridays out, just to give you guys a heads up, so I don't have to fall behind on those. But like next weekend in particular, it's already planned out because it's current household, and I'm just like, cool. And the weekend after that, I'm pretty sure it's the middle of the week, and so that one's planned out. So it's like the final weeks of the month that I don't really have planned out for Fridays, but we'll of course get there. I'm sorry if you hear any noises. I'm moving around the chair. But yeah. And then also Thursdays, I am actually planning on doing a 10-part mini-series for Jungle Adventure. Because it just looks so entertaining. I just want to play it. But I'm going to use the character I was going to use for my Black Willow challenge, which I think I mentioned at some point, or was going to mention at some point. Can't remember now. I think I maybe mentioned it in last week's speed build. I really like the character I ended up creating for it, and I just want to use her, and so she'll be a part of the duo. I'm going to make a partner for her, I think, and I think I'm going to have, like, a blast doing it, so, yeah. Now on to my actual, so that's really exciting. I recommend bullet journals a lot. Also, if you do like bullet journal, I recommend you look up some great videos on here on YouTube. Some great people do some bullet journal stuff, and I'm highly addicted right now. I've watched one too many videos in the past, like, 6 hours, or past, like, few days. But also another positive highlight is I made a new best friend this week, and he is quite amazing. And I just have to give a shout out to him because he really did help me a lot. Because a lot of stuff happened, and this is what we're going to talk about. So this is going to be a ranting with me video, one would say. So we're going to talk about crappy friends. And I feel like it's going to pop up a lot lately, a lot more lately, because there's just so many of them, and I just have to talk about them. Because I feel like they need their own little segment. Because if you have a friend that treats you like I'm about to explain, you need to get rid of them. Even if you believe they're your best friend. Even if you're like, well, I don't really have many other friends that I trust as much. But this friend, even if I do trust them, they're not that nice. Well, I promise you, sweetie, or man, if you're a honey, which I call my men, then you still need to get rid of them. because they're not good. They're bad people. Bad people in the sense of ways that they could really harm you and hurt you. And future comings, I'm going to talk about one of my friends that is a manipulative person who has been giving one of my best friends in the whole world a run for her money, actually. And I'll explain that in a second. So, my best friend, her best friend, who's not one of my best friends, but a really close friend of mine, because of her, ended up betraying her this week in a horrific way that I'm not going to explain here on my YouTube channel due to confidentialities, and it's not really appropriate for my family channel vibe, because gotta love me and my family channel vibe. And so, but she did, and it was really bad, and it was really shortcoming, and she did it over text message. If your friend comes to you and they tell you something very private that they know will hurt you, over text message alone, let alone text message, you really you need to tell them you're not going to be their friends anymore. Because, one, it's wrong, especially for the thing that she did. It was really wrong of her to do it this way. But, it was ridiculous, okay? And I don't know how my best friend's doing right now, because she's really bottling stuff up at the moment. But, what I do know is that however she is feeling, she knows I'm right here. And that's the kind of friend you want. You want the friend that will be there for you when the other friend is such a backstabbing, bad word, that they're not going to be there, okay? You don't want that friend. You also don't want a friend that makes all their problems about themselves. I've had one friend in this past year actually, who has done that. But that friend of mine has superbly come past that, to the point where I can honestly say that I believe she's going through a moment, and I let her go through that moment, and she realized that moment was wrong, and what she was doing was not the best, and so she has surpassed her being of doing that. But this friend, no, I've hung out with this friend a lot this year because my best friend, and due to that, I have realized that every single time we have hung out, all she does is talk about her problems and herself. And on top of that, she makes horrible snide comments about other friends that we have, or she makes horrible snide comments about friends that she does not want anymore, and that she says she's not going to drop because of things that her friends have done. Yet, when she goes back to her home state, because she's not from here, now, if you know me, you definitely know who I'm talking about by now, because, if you know me, you probably already know who I'm talking about, so, it's okay. That's the point. And she goes, and let's say she was talking really bad about this one friend from her home state because of what she did. Well, then she's like, I'm going to drop them because they're horrible people, and actually this one friend was not the nicest, and I was kind of agreeing with her on this part. But then you go home, and you decide not to drop them, even though everything they're doing, it goes against everything you believe, and so you're like, okay, we'll be best friends now. That, my friend, is ridiculous on so many levels. I can't even explain to you how ridiculous that is. No. You don't become friends with someone, one, who did what her friend did, and two, who, I don't know, it was just highly ridiculous, okay? And then you go and do this. Supposedly your best friend of, 11 years. It's ridiculous, guys. It's truly ridiculous, and I don't recommend this friend to anybody. And if, like I said, you do have that friend, I recommend you drop them. Now, you can drop them nicely if you're a good person. Don't do it like I did. Also, but, and also you believe that you can't do it, I can be found on many different social medias, so I'll link down below. Or you can private message me on Tumblr, also linked down below. Because I believe, just get in touch with me and we can talk about it. Because I feel like if we need to talk about it, we should be able to talk about it. And I'm a very good ear, and you can comment about it, we can all have a discussion about some bad friends. Because it's truly bad. And I truly want, I want everybody to be happy, and I don't think this friend will make anybody happy. And that's my rant for the day. And that felt really nice. I'm very happy I got that off my chest. But guys, if you liked this video, please give me a big fat thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below. Hit the subscribe button if you want to hear more of my rants, even though they don't come often. But when they do, it's very fun. And I'll see you guys all next time for another beautiful public video. Love y'all. Bye-bye. Enjoy the stream. Happy birthday.